Are you tired of trying to master more complicated heroes such as Fanny and even Gushin? Or are you just a weeaboo who wants to become an anime protagonist with a confusing plot and a love triangle that the anime protagonist doesn't even know about? Well, introducing Hayabusa, the Crimson Shadow in Mobile Legends. Hayabusa is an assassin hero who specializes in charge and burst. His first ability is called Phantom Shuriken. In case that you haven't noticed, Hayabusa uses energy with his skills. Using your skills will deplete your energy, but successfully landing your first ability will refund it. When used, he will throw 3 shurikens in a fan-shaped area, dealing physical damage to each enemy hit, also slowing them down and giving you free spell vamp so that you can last longer in a fight. Each level of your first will increase its spell vamp, allowing you to suck the life out of your enemies to the maximum. His second ability is called Quad Shadow. When used, Hayabusa will dash forward, creating 4 new black versions of himself in a cross-shaped area. 3 shadows up front in case if you want to murder your enemies, and a 4th coward shadow so that you can do easy escapes. 4 black dudes and a white chick. I feel like I've seen this before. Each shadow will deal physical damage to enemy heroes. Successfully landing a shadow towards an enemy will slow them down, also allowing you to teleport to them and sexually abuse them. Teleporting to each shadow will also lower the cooldown of your first skills by 1 second, allowing you to spam your first skill more often. Mastering this skill is a must to confuse the shit out of your enemies. This skill is the ultimate panic move, so don't panic and just calm down. Choose a specific shadow upon escaping and don't just constantly tap it so that you won't look like an idiot upon doing so. His ultimate is called Orgasmic Shadow Kill no Jutsu, which when used allows him to transform into an targetable perv, touching the enemies in the right spots. This skill is what makes him a unique hero because using this skill on creep waves is considered to be a pro gamer move. This also makes Hayabusa one of the best 1v1 heroes due to him being untargetable for a few seconds. Your enemies can't do anything about it as you just constantly sexually abuse them 9 times. Just be careful when using it when there are enemy creeps nearby because it will bounce to a random unit. And if it does, then you're obviously just clearing out the minion waves. I mean, come on! His passive is called, oh, so that's what it does. His passive is called Misleading Title. Every time you hit the enemies with a skill, this icon appears above their heads. For each icon, he will increase his damage by 5%, also stacking it up to 4 times. So every time you deal damage to an enemy hero, your damage will increase depending on how many stacks they have. Now that you have completely mastered these skills, here are some tips and tricks. For spells, use Retribution. This spell will help you farm faster and you can use this to steal buff using your second skill combo. For the emblem, use Assassin Emblem and set it up like this. Get physical attack, penetration, and high and dry for maximum damage. For the build, get Swift Boots for faster attacks. Complete it with Raptor's Machete for the tasty true damage, Blade of Despair for more damage in the early game, Endless Battle because your skill 1 has a low cooldown and you get true damage each use a skill, and also the tasty cooldown reduction. Follow it up with Blade of Heptasis for that extra physical penetration and to one-shot enemies, and wrap it up with Apocalypse Queen or Immortality to keep you from dying. At the start of the game, get the Jungle Knife and proceed to grab the buff. Max skill 1 first, get your ultimate whenever possible, and max skill 2 last. Go to the solo lane and just focus on pushing it. In the early game, always use your ult whenever clearing out minion waves. When trying to gank for kills, try and wait to the bush until the enemy is close to your range. Your shadow also provides vision so that you can see incoming ganks. When engaging an enemy, use your skill 2 first and try to land the shadow. Follow it up with first and end him with your ultimate, and quickly dash out for a quick escape. It's very effective on taking down the squishy heroes and Oh wait, shit, cut the clip, cut the clip! Don't be afraid to fight the enemy whenever they're alone. Try to be strategic with the placement of your clones so that you won't get rejected by this fucking Valir. Try to avoid using your ult whenever the enemy is near their creep wave. You can also use your ult for escapes whenever your second skill is on cooldown. In a team fight, focus on taking down the enemy damage dealer like marksmen and mages. And if you feel like your team is losing, focus on taking down towers and punish those who defend their turrets on their own. Remember, kills are not everything. In order to win the game, destroy the tower. So focus on pushing. This was KJMT. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more and I'll see you soon in the next video. Goodbye.